What is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another Optc video, and in today's video we're over here on the Japanese side of the game and we're talking about Pirate Alliance. So I've had a lot of questions recently about how Pirate Alliance works and what are the benefits of Pirate Alliance, what does it even do, and how do you join. So Global is going to be getting Pirate Alliance around the start of September. Now it comes around the time of the Onigashima Trio. So that is when we will be sort of getting alliances, and that's when we can start joining alliances. It's around the time that we actually get a Sabo, and we actually get the Kuja Pirates, the Kizuna Kuja Pirates. They get a 6 or 5+ with their release, and it is a Kizuna-based alliance, or alliance-based Kizuna. Words are hard. But basically what that means is you are in a group of 10 people. So there's 10 people per alliance. You have a leader and all that sort of stuff, and you join alliances and you can see your bounty and stuff like that. And basically what happens is every Kizuna moving forward, you actually have a alliance ranking depending on how many runs and how many saves you and your teammates actually do. So we're over here on the Japanese side of the game. We're going to click on this big button that says Pirate Alliance, even though we are on Japan, and we're going to be taking a look at our Pirate Alliance. So over here on Japan, we do have a couple of Pirate Alliances. The main one, which is the one that I'm in, is called the Pirate C-137. If you guys watch Rick and Morty, you'll understand what that means. But basically, we have the Spoon Pirate Alliance, and we have a bunch of different alliances that are all fall under the same category. And if people either aren't performing to where we need them to perform, we can either drop them back down into a different alliance, one that's sort of a bit more casual. And if we have some players that are going really hard and really want to like build their way up and get better rewards, they can move up to those top of the line alliances. And when Global comes around, we will be making lots and lots of alliances. So if you guys do want to sort of get into the alliances early, make sure to join the Discord. The link will be in the description below. It's free for everyone, whoever wants to join. And then we can put together some alliances. So if we have a bit of a scout around the alliance here, we can have a look. Shout out to my boys in Alliance too, by the way. We've got Snuffy, we got Brot, Wrath, we got Decadence, Shattered's here, we got Sky Steve, Kuro, Helios, and Aosan. So with all of us, we actually did quite well in the last Kizuna, the Kizuna Jack. We got S rank 1, I'm pretty sure. Boys, if you are watching this video, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but I'm pretty sure that's sort of what we ranked at. So if you click on this button over here, you can see all of your members, and you can kind of see how they were kind of going. So we do have a pretty good squad over here. We do have someone that's trying to join, but obviously you can only have 10 people in your alliance. Just remember that. Now, big thing to note, when you guys are building alliances, stay right away from modders. Now, modders will automatically set your points to 0 when it comes to the Kizuna Alliance ranking. And basically, the ranking base, it just works very similar to Treasure Map. It's just extra rewards for clearing Kizuna. But there is something that we will talk about called the Super Boss, which was on the Kizuna Kuja Pirates, and that's where the Kizuna Alliance really kicks in. But for regular Kizunas, basically what it means is it means that you guys can just get some more rewards depending on how many runs you do and how many saves you guys get. So save your potions if you are on Global. I would be saving them for the big Kuja Pirate Alliance, as that is the best time to use that. So as I mentioned, over on Discord, we have a lot of people over there that will be looking for some alliances. So just make sure that you guys don't have any moddings in your alliance, because look, you will regret that later when you guys get no points and you basically just lose out on a bunch of rewards. So there are no restrictions to get into alliances. I think you guys can actually set that, but because I'm over here on Japan, I don't really want to fiddle with it too much. But as you can see, if you click on this button down here, the one underneath where you can see your members, you can see a whole bunch of different alliances, and you can actually search for an alliance. So you can go here and you can just type in, say, Pirate C-137. I don't know if it'll come up because like that's our guild. There's another one we have called Fork Pirates, I'm pretty sure. It might not come up because they're full, but basically you can just sort of type, I don't know if it will actually search because like, no, it should work because it's Japan, but you can just basically search in your alliances there, or you can sort of just click over here and you can just join any random alliance if you really want to. As soon as it comes out, I definitely make sure that you guys get into an alliance. That way you guys can just sort of maximize the rewards. As even if you don't like rank very high, even if you rank low, you're still getting rewards, right? So it's still going to be a bonus there somewhere. So definitely make sure that you guys get into one. But the big key points are that you can only have 10 per alliance. But that doesn't mean that you can't sort of group together with other alliances. That's what we plan to do over here in the Stump community. as we do plan on having a lot of different alliances. That way we can have a lot of different people that want to rank in particular events. Now, with the Kizuna Alliance came the Super Boss. So, normally in Kizuna, you have your regular 3 10-star events. And they are usually the same character, 3 colors. Now, for the Kuja Pirates per se, if we talk about them specifically, Ace Sabo was the legend that did come out with them. And Ace Sabo was just very good for all of those fights. But with the Kuja Pirates, there came the Super Boss. Now, the Super Boss has a lot of HP. Like, a lot of HP. Like, I think he starts at 1 billion HP. And basically what you do is you hop into the event, use one of your stamina, which you actually build up from doing regular runs, and then you can do a certain amount of damage to the Kizuna Super Boss. Once he hits 0, you go up a level, and then all of you guys can go in. Now, what you can actually do is you can actually tee it up with your teammates, and you can actually enter and sort of cheese it a little bit in different ways. So, for the first Super Boss, and the only Super Boss we've actually had over on Japan at the moment, there was a Strength, Dex, and Quick variation. Now, obviously, with the Onigashima Trio, they were designed for those 3 units. But, there are some characters that can actually do a little bit better than they can. Now, when it comes to Law and his final tap, you could easily just go in with Law, and if you had level 5 final tap, you could just do some absolutely absurd numbers. I think the highest I got was like 10 billion damage just with my 1 Law, which was just absolutely wild. But what you can do is you can all tee up when you want to join, so then say the boss has 10 billion HP, Law has his 20% extra damage if you're at level 5 tap timing. You could all tee it up so you all attack at the same time, and you all enter the fight when the boss has that 10 billion HP, which means all of your Laws will be doing max amount of damage, and then drastically bring it down to 0 very, very quickly. Obviously, when the enemy starts with a lower HP, Law isn't going to be doing as much damage because the HP is lower. Another really good strategy that most people used in the Super Boss was actually utilizing V3 Blackbeard, the one that just released over on Global. So if you did get your hands on V3 Blackbeard, be pretty happy, because for the first Kizuna Super Boss, I don't know if they'll patch it on Global, but there wasn't any issues with HP cuts. Now, obviously, HP cuts get nerfed by normal attacks only, but with this particular Blackbeard, he actually goes through normal attacks only. After the first Super Boss, they introduced a new buff. It was like a silver shield, and what that silver shield would do is it actually reduces all HP cards to 1 damage, which basically was implemented just to nerf Blackbeard. You can also do stuff like zombie teams with the Super Boss. I think there was a zombie team floating around for the first Kizuna boss. I'm not sure if they'll patch that as well to make it a little bit trickier. And then obviously for the quick variation, you just wanted to abuse Law. Now, that's another big aspect of the Kizuna Alliance. And with alliances, this is why we stopped getting Team Kizunas. So for you global players that are watching today's video, make sure to hit the like button as well if you are enjoying this informative video. Wow, words are hard. And if you're new, hit that big red subscribe button as well. But if you guys are familiar with the Team Kizuna that we did have over on Global, we only really had like 2 of them, I think. It was with the Boa Sisters and Nightmare Luffy. I think they were the only 2 that we had, as we did get shafted of like 3 more. But with the Alliance system, it basically directly replaced the Team Kizunas. And what that means is when you would rank with your Team Kizunas, basically that just happens for all Kizunas now. The rewards, probably not as good, but the fact that you get it all the time just makes life a lot easier. Now, hopefully moving forward, they do something a little bit more with the Alliance system. They could easily implement stuff like Treasure Map, or we could see stuff there. But with Pirate Alliances, basically it was just introduced around the time of the Onigashima Trio and Ace Sabo, and it was just a direct replacement for the Team Kizunas. So that's really the big information about it. Like I was saying, if you do want to try and get into an alliance, rally your friends together, join some discords. Obviously, we've got the Pirate King, Mr. Toadski. He's going to be putting together a few alliances, I'm assuming. You've got guys out there like Papi and Flamebeers, who I'm assuming will be looking for members as well. But if you guys do want to, everyone's welcome. Head over to our Discord, because we will be putting together a lot of alliances over on Global. And then that way we can start sort of weaning out what members are going to be very, very active and using a lot of potions, doing a lot of summons, and we can build up those higher end alliances, and then we can have some more chilled alliances for some other people that just want to take it easy for most of the time, but then would sometimes like to push to try and get into those S ranks. With each Team Kizuna, or the Kizuna Alliance now, there is always the S tier rank. And the S tier rank, you always get the best rewards. You get stuff like reds, very similar to Treasure Map. You get tablets and you get potions, and you get all this other really, really good goodies to help bolster your count and help sort of future-proof it with those units that you guys already have. The big thing that I do want to reinforce to you guys is if you are joining an alliance, make sure that you do not have modders in your alliance. Otherwise, it will backfire and bite you in the ass. But the best thing I can recommend is have some fun with it. The idea is this is just rally players together, all pitch in, do a little bit more than they normally would in Kizuna, and sort of rally together just to get those extra rewards. Now, if you guys do have any questions about the alliances, please make sure to leave them in the comments section below. I do try and reply to all comments, provided I can understand the language, and with that, I can sort of get to any questions. If you do have more questions, head over to the Discord. We will start putting together some alliances very, very soon, towards the end of the month, as it's coming around a lot faster than we have originally anticipated. But that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and smash that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later!